Okay, so maybe you took a little break. Maybe you took your dog for a walk. I don't know, maybe you paid your bills. Who knows? But we're back, and now we're going to show you how to solve these problems. Now that we have our basic equation that velocity equals distance divided by time, or displacement divided by time, we can start solving these. And I know that word problems are everybody's bugaboo. Everyone kind of hates them, it seems. But really, I'm trying to take that fear away. And there's a very easy way to do that. If you just, on every single word problem you have, guess. And what do I mean by guess? I mean it's a method of strategizing to solve a problem. And it'll take a lot of the fear out of it. So all you do on every problem is you write down the given, what you don't know, what equation you need, you substitute in what you have, and then you solve it. Now it seems complicated here, but watch it in action. I think you'll be a convert. I have even my advanced placement physics kids I have do this. Okay, it's the way to win the game. So let's say you've got this type of word problem dealing with motion. A bicyclist enjoys a nice fall ride at a leisurely 4 meters per second. She travels for 40 seconds before she stops to tie her shoelace. How far did she travel? Now some of you might be able to hot dog this and kind of figure it out. That's going to burn you in the long run, guys. We're going to see. Go about it methodically, have a strategy, and you'll do fine. So here's my triangle from before. Okay, I can use that to help me out. So I'm going to first write down my givens. That's the G in the guess. I need to identify this 4 meters per second. That's a velocity. This 40 seconds, that's a time. I only have 3 options for what these numbers mean. One's a velocity, one's a time. So what is my unknown? How far did she travel? What was my displacement? So what equation do I need to solve this? Well, if I cover up the D, that means displacement is simply velocity times time. That's my equation. I now substitute what I know in. 4 meters per second becomes my V. 40 seconds becomes my T. Now I've got a simple problem that I can punch into my calculator. D equals 160 meters. This bicyclist traveled only 160 meters before she stopped to tie her shoe. So that's one problem. Let's try to tackle another. Elon Musk came out yesterday, or maybe this week. He said, hey, you've got a new car. It's called the Tesla Plaid. It's a bad reference to a bad movie, but it's kind of fast. It travels to 60 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds from a dead stop. So let's say it traveled at 60 miles an hour for 2.5 hours. How far is it going to travel? It's kind of surprising the car doesn't necessarily look that fast, but there it is. 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. You might win some money that way. So again, here's our triangle. This is going to be our friend. This can help us out. Okay? How far is it going to travel? Well, we can figure that out. So given we've got a velocity of 60 miles an hour, our time is 2.5 hours. Those are the 2 things that they're giving us. Our unknown is the distance. So again, for this problem, if our unknown is the distance, all we got to do is multiply velocity times time. I actually happen to choose the same type of problem for this one. So now I substitute in 60 miles an hour times 2.5 hours. And I'm going to find out that this Tesla will drive 150 miles in 2.5 hours at 60 miles an hour. Let's tackle one more. During a fire drill, students parade obediently out of the building. They walk 72 meters in 24 seconds. What was their velocity? Again, this is our friend. This will help us out. I'm going to write down what is the problem giving us. That's the G in guess. What is the unknown? I don't know what the velocity is. So what equation do I use to solve for velocity? Well, if I want velocity, I just kind of cover this up, and I see that, whoa, it's going to be my displacement divided by my time. So that's the equation I'm going to pull out of my toolbox to help me out. I'm going to substitute in what I know. Velocity equals my displacement of 72 meters. My time is 24 seconds. So the students obediently walked out at 3 meters per second. Now, I solved 2 for the distance and 1 for the velocity, but you could just as easily solve for the time as well. If you want to find time, guess what? You take your distance divided by velocity. If I'm looking for time, I just cover up what I'm looking for, and I see what equation I should use. So, armed with that knowledge and that strategy, you have a Google Doc that's attached today. I would ask that you complete that assignment. Not ask, that is your assignment. But I'll be online on Google Chat for help during the hour. I should be able to find some time to help you out while other kids are doing labs. Okay, but make sure you use your time wisely. I don't have a lot of sympathy if I see that you're just kind of dropping off the Google Meet and not doing any of the work afterwards. So make sure that you use your time wisely. That's why we planned these days this way this year, so you use your time. So, that being said, good luck on the assignment, and I wish you all a great weekend. Have it done by Monday, and I got a couple labs for you on Monday that I think you'll like. See ya.